Hi everyone, it's Sunday, November 3rd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. In the United States market this week, steer prices were steady overall. Most sources said it was a decent week of business, but packer efforts to push prices higher are being snubbed by most customers. We had some sales of regular weight heavy Texas steers this week. However, those prices were down $2 from the highs of the previous week. Trades of 64, 66 pounds were reported at $25 and $26, which did surprise some people. With regard to U.S. slaughter, the total was back over 650,000, coming in at 655,000. Export sales for the week ending October 24th were again solid at 16,100, but shipments were still below slaughter at 572,800. In our observations this week, we take a look at the outstanding sales of hides and examine a few factors that might account for the different price reporting on any one selection. So now we turn to Europe, where it was a short work week because November 1st was a holiday, and where the weather is finally turning colder after an unseasonable warm stretch that has affected slaughter. Editor Andrea Guolo says that while there were price fluctuations in Europe, British prices were stable and demand was unchanged, with the English 36 Plus selling at 75 pence per kilo, which is also the price that was paid during Lineapel. Andrea says that last week also saw some large shipments to northern Italy from some EU origins to a buyer that was able to cut a very good deal. Cow sales were also good, but that was, of course, at the expense of price, so some origins were down another 5 cents. With regard to the bull market, prices were a mixed bag, with some sales at a discount, while some other hides, like certain selections from France, were able to earn an extra 5 cents more. In his analysis this week, Andrea discusses the status of sales, prices, and slaughter, along with the situation in footwear demand and what's going on with sheepskins. Turning to South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports from Brazil that rawhide prices were unchanged this week after the previous 3-cent decline. Fresh hides continue to sell at 59 cents in reals, and TR1 remains steady at 46 to 48 US cents per square foot. But Ronald also noted that there is still talk of deals being cut below the market price. It was a quiet week in Brazil as well, but in other news we have reports on a trade mission to Peru and higher income for the footwear company Grandin. In Argentina, the big news of the week was that the country voted in a new government, so it's in a transition period until December 10th when the new president takes over. And in the meantime, the banks have instituted some currency controls, and how this will affect the industry remains to be seen. In Mexico, the footwear industry is breathing a sigh of relief because the government has postponed the elimination of tariffs on imported footwear until 2024. This is very big news because the absence of tariffs was expected to be a big hit to the footwear sector and a real job killer. I also want to mention our international report, which last week included an item on the status of China's leather industry and another one on how the industry is causing bottlenecks in Hebei's processing of sludge waste. If you haven't taken a look at that report and all the countries that it covers, you can always get a free trial to check it out. So that's all we have for today. Until next week, good night from HideNet.